288 here, and welcome to episode 11 of Nobody's Listening with Eric Seidel. Today's date is November 24th, 2023. I know it's probably been about a month since I've done the last episode, and in that episode I explained why. Sit rep. It is currently 5:59 in the morning, and rather than drinking a cup of coffee, I decided to start my day with a couple tequila slammers. That was about an hour ago. I feel very much sober-ish. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to do that. I think that was a cry for help. I think that was an internal cry for help. I don't know what the hell that was, but I figured, what the hell? Let me try instead of coffee. When today's Black Friday, I'll just get right to the point. You know what I mean? Last 4 days, last time I went out driving for Uber was Sunday. And I got pulled over, and they told me that my brake light was out. The cop was cool, good guy, Officer Waterfall, Baltimore PD, good dude. He let me off with a warning. And then, let's see, was it Wednesday? No, it was Tuesday. I walked down to the AutoZone because, I felt like I wanted to get out and walk. I wanted to, just do some walking for a change, And I walked all the way down to the AutoZone down on Howard Street, got a couple of brake lights. I Googled the shit out of that, by the way, to make sure I got the right brake lights because I don't want to walk all the way down there, come home, put them in. Oh, these aren't the right ones. No, brake lights are basically universal. It's just that the last 2 days I've been a lazy bitch and I have not put that new brake light into my car. I'm sure it's a very simple operation. Changing light bulbs on a car, very simple operation. First time I ever had to change one of my headlights, that was a little tricky because the thing is with Hondas is that you have to reach down behind, what was it? It was the air filter I had to reach down behind to untwist the. But apart from that, real easy. Untwist something, pull it out, unplug this bulb, plug in the new one, shove that sucker in there, retwist, you're good. It's just it's time consuming. That's all. That's the only hard part. If you think time is a hard thing, then yeah, it's difficult as fuck. But if you just realize, oh, it'll take a couple minutes, no biggie, then you're good. That's because that's the 90% of most of you out there are like, oh, hey, it'll just take a couple minutes. It's no big deal. If you're one of those folks that goes into a complete existential crisis because they got to do a simple task, then it might be the end of the fucking world for you. Just, No, I'm not one of those. I'm really not. I just try to avoid things. I guess I must be part of that percentage of human beings. But, yeah, whatever. Anywho, my Thanksgiving yesterday was pretty good. Then again, none of them have been pretty good since my mom died, but I had a nice Thanksgiving with my dad, and everything was. And I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving with your families. And I guess it goes without saying that next time you see your in-laws, well, I guess I'm a day late telling you this. I probably should have told you the day before. But give them a huge hug. I know they're probably annoying and they're political and they probably get drunk and they do all kinds of other shit, but every chance you get, give them a kiss on the forehead, hug them, just love them for who they are. Because, well, like I said, time's a hard thing sometimes. Another sit rep situation report is what that's short for. I haven't really been doing a lot of writing this past November, and I kind of expected that. I did take 2 hours out of my day. I've been doing like 2 hours out of my day. No streaming, no nothing. Just, well, except for that one time when I was really drunk and I did that Chapter 3 of Resident Evil 4 remake on my Twitch, WhiskeyBoy288. That was impromptu. That was not planned. But I said, you know what? Fuck it. Show must go on kind of attitude. Get it done. And that's what I did. And I got to admit, I think I'm very proud of that. I am proud of that. I don't know when I'm going to get around to uploading it on YouTube, but I'm proud of how that turned out. Put a lot of work into that chapter. And I had to, because I had to edit some things. But, yeah. Anyway, so there's that. Hell, half part of me kind of wanted to say, fuck it, let me do chapter 4 right now, but I got other things to do today. So I'm not gonna do that. I might do it later. I don't know. It's Black Friday. What I gotta do is I gotta take a shower, get outside, put that new bulb in, get the brake lights working, maybe put some more oil in the car, and get out and, Uber. Not right away, of course. As I said at the beginning of this episode, I took a couple of tequila slammers about an hour ago. So, legally, I should wait another 5 hours, which I'm definitely going to do because I'm not going out at 6 in the goddamn morning to go driving. So right around noon, I'll head out. I'll drive from noon until midnight. That's a good 12-hour, That's actually Maryland DOT rules. If you go drinking, you wait 4 hours, you're good. You're legally good. So shut the fuck up about that. I'm a responsible driver. As a matter of fact, I'm not even drunk right now. If I wanted to go out and drive, I'd be like, fuck it, let me go do it, because I'm not even drunk. Ugh. But, as for the cry for help part, I'm not going to lie to you. About 15 minutes ago, I was slightly on the verge of crying for some reason, and I have no idea why. So, once again, I think I may be depressed. Can't quite put my finger on that. But I'll put it to you this way. Thank you, Maryland, for making marijuana legal. But also, fuck you at the same time. Because yesterday, my intention, before Thanksgiving dinner, was I was going to take a few puffs of sativa. And then I was going to do a video that I posted over on my TikTok. I can't think of my TikTok for the moment. What was it? Well, Wilmore 28. It's either Wilmore 28 or Wilmore... No, it's Wilmore 28. And there might be a dash in there somewhere. Whatever. Anyway, over there, I kind of got some hype started because I did a poll and I asked everybody, hey, what do you want to hear my idea for? A Far Cry 2 remake or a Far Cry 5 remake? And, the majority picked Far Cry 5. I don't know if they did it, A, just to fuck with me, or B, because Far Cry 5 was kind of a piece of shit, and they're kind of interested to see what my schmuck ass comes up with. It might be that. I think it might be column B. Here's the thing, though. I actually have a better idea for Far Cry 2 remake than I do for Far Cry 5. So I was kind of hoping they were going to pick that. But, shit. Hey, it's all good. I got something for Far Cry 5. It's no big whoop. The reason I even came up with it is because, I think Ubisoft needs to revisit those two locations. They kind of boned up on those two locations. I mean, Far Cry 2 was great at its time. It really was. It was innovative. But it didn't age well. It's kind of a pain in the ass. At the very least, they could take what they already have and just kind of change a couple things, and that would be perfect. But my idea is I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those guys. You know me, everybody. I'm not one of those guys that it's like, oh my god, I got a video game idea. Oh my god. It's like, you guys remember playing Skyrim? I mean, imagine Skyrim, but 10 times as big as that with a gajillion missions. No, I'm not that kind of guy. I am not that. I've talked to people like that before. I've been bored. I'm like, oh, hey, he's got a video game idea. Okay, let's listen to him. And then they come up with something completely technically impossible to make, or at least technically impossible to make with whatever the current gen technology is. And that's nothing wrong with that. Be ambitious. For Christ's sake, be ambitious. Do think way outside the box. God bless you. Do that. But at the same time, be realistic. Realize what the technology of the current time is before you start spewing your ideas out. You know what I mean? So I'm not one of those guys that's going to make a public YouTube or TikTok or whatever video and put at Ubisoft or at Bethesda or at Rockstar or at whoever. Not that they're even going to fucking watch any of them. And then do a whole thing where I explain oh my god, this is going to be great. You know how many of those videos they get? You know how much of those they probably get on the daily? And they just go, oh Christ, another nerd. Oh jeez. Oh, I'm sorry. In Ubisoft case, it's probably, yeah, my God, another, move on, because they're French. Get it? Anyway, fuck it. The thing, then again, they probably got even worse things to worry about right now. But the thing is, I'm not trying to seem like I'm the savior of video game ideas. I'm not. I'm really not. It's just something that's been like locked in my brain for a while now, and I just kind of have to let that monster out. You know what I mean? So I figure, what the hell? At the very least, I'll throw a Hail Mary pass and see if maybe Ubisoft goes, Eric, that's a wonderful idea. Let's check out what you have and email us. Oui. But likelihood of that happening, you know. Plus, I don't think they want yet another American working on a Far Cry 5 game. You know, look what happened when an American worked on the last one. You know, it's like slow your roll, bro. It's fucking Montana. Relax. Jesus Christ. And they end the whole goddamn thing with nuclear war. It's like, yeah, that's right. I'm spoiling it. I don't give a shit. Here's the thing about Far Cry 5, everybody. I rented it from Redbox when it first came out. And I got about a third of the way into it. I killed like the one guy's brother, I think. He was like in the bunker. And I played it and I'm like, this is just Far Cry 3 and 4 with a new skin put on top of it. Then again, Far Cry 4 was basically just Far Cry 3 with a new skin and a new location. And as far as I know, Far Cry 6 is just the same goddamn thing, but with a new animation and everything on top. You know, it's like they just don't... They made perfection with Far Cry 3. I mean, apart from the main character. The main character was a douchebag, but everything else was fucking great for that game. And so what do? They make Far Cry 4 and they just copy-paste the same goddamn thing they made with Far Cry 3, except they set it in the Himalayas, they add animals, they add weapons, they make a much better protagonist. But really it's the same story and everything. And then Far Cry 5, they just go, okay, well, let's set it in the United States this time. We'll release it in Montana. That way we can copy-paste the bear animations, the tiger animations, and everything else, and just change them to cougars and grizzlies, etc., etc. And the enemies are basically just reskinned. You know, the psycho guys that run at you with the machetes? It's the same fucking animation. What is it, video game industry? What is wrong with you guys? Why can't you just create some kind of running animation that doesn't look like it's been sped up? Like what? Even the remake for Resident Evil 4 has that problem. Even that's got that problem. There's the enemies. They run at you, and when they run at you, it's basically just a sped up animation. What the fuck, everybody? What is that? What is that about? Can you not animate running? What the fuck? I remember other video games having running animations that weren't crap. That didn't look like they were just like in an editing room with a film reel, just going, oh, okay, we'll just zzz. You know, what the hell, people? This is the 21st. This is 2023. I get it. It was 2018 at the time, but even when you made Far Cry 4, it was still the same, like, running animation. Like, what the fuck, everybody? It's like Ubisoft, the kings of copy-paste. Like, look, I mean, and even in my game pitch, I was going to say, like, look, you guys got the assets for this, and you got the assets for that. You can just, I was going to say a lot of copy-paste there, too, because I get it. They got to cut corners here and there so that they can focus on other stuff, but I'm not going to go into the video game idea here because I got a minute to go. I wasn't even planning on doing this podcast today. Oh, geez. There's a trillion other things I could talk about on Black Friday in a podcast, and here I was talking about my bullshit and catching you guys up on what I've been doing the past month. So that's pretty narcissistic of me, and I apologize for that because I don't consider myself a narcissist. You know what? Fuck it. Here we go. I don't care if this goes over 15 minutes. Nobody's listening anyway. Here's what we do. Here's what you do. It's Black Friday today, right? You got to get presents for your nephews, your nieces, your mom, your dad, your sisters, brothers, family, friends, etc., etc. Well, first off, let's just address the elephant in the room. The economy's pretty fucked up right now, and you're probably struggling just to pay rent and your bills and your cell phone, etc., etc. That's okay. Also, crazy segue, please like, share, subscribe, donate to my Patreon. But for those of you out there who are planning on going to get gifts, please, for the love of God, drive carefully. Okay? Drive carefully. Keep your head on a swivel. And when I say keep your head on a swivel, I'm talking you need to be Linda Blair in The Exorcist. You need to be 360 degrees, having that neck flipping around. Because I guarantee you, and I've said this many times before on this program, there's a lot of assholes out there in the world. There's a lot of ignorant motherfuckers. And that's about as straight up as I can be about it. A lot of them, somehow, by either a miracle or a bribery, manage to get their driver's licenses. They don't know how to use turn signals. They don't even know how to check their blind spots when they turn. They don't give a single fuck. They are the honey badgers of people. They're just like, fuck it, I'm changing over into this lane. You know, they swerve in and out like as if they're in one of those Fast 5 or Fast 7 or Fast whatever movies. They don't give a shit about anybody. All they want to do is they want to get to Foreman Mills, get their deals, and get the fuck back home before they get robbed or shot. That's all. That is it. The rest of us who are not the main character in their crazy sitcom want to just get to where they're going and be safe. I swear to God, people, it's enough to make you want to just say, fuck it, I'm going to stay home for the rest of my life, which is probably one of the reasons why I didn't do fuck all for the last 4 days, except for go to AutoZone and buy that part. But travel on the holidays, to put it simply, is like trying to pull teeth from an elephant. It's a bitch. It sucks. It's terrible. We all want to visit our in-laws. We all want to see our family members. But there's that little part in the back of your head that thinks, fuck, is it really worth the effort? Is it really worth the effort to go through all this shit? You know, trains get delayed. Planes get delayed. Psychos on the highway are changing lanes, trying to get nowhere faster than the rest of us. It's like, my God, you know, I'm starting to really realize now that I think it was okay that I took 2 tequila slammers when I woke up instead of drinking coffee. I feel justified in that subject now. There we go. I think we've made some headway, everybody. So there's that taken care of. But here's the thing. Here's my best piece of advice that I can give you. Yes, it's Black Friday. Yes, there's deals all over the place. Everyone's inner Jew, everyone's accountant in their wallet is going, yeah, I like this. Let's do it. That's not anti-Semitic. I'm part Jewish myself. That's the story for another day. Anyway, the best thing for you to do today on Black Friday, craziest thing, stay the fuck home. Just stay home. Order a pizza. You know, I mean, unless you're one of those people, like I said earlier, who has an existential crisis with every little choice they make, and they're worried about having a delivery driver get killed instead of yourself getting killed on the highways over a fucking pizza. But whatever. There's a lot of neighborhood joints that have pizza within where you live, I'm sure. Just call up them, order a pizza, stay the hell home today. Just stay home. Pretend like today's the fucking apocalypse and just stay home. Myself, on the other hand, at some point, probably around noon, or maybe 1 o'clock, I'm going to go out there, put the new bulb in my brake light, put a little oil in the car, turn on that Uber app, and pray that I make at least enough money to pay my Capital One payment for this month. So, I'll be out there driving. But you guys, stay home. Cyber Monday's right around the corner. You got a lot of turkey in your system. You're probably still reeling from talking about, you know, Trump or whatever with your uncle, or talking about Israel or Ukraine or any of the other political problems in the world that I could do an entire fucking episode on. But you're probably reeling from that. And you're probably full of shit from, well, I mean, we're all full of shit. No, I mean physically from all the turkey you ate yesterday. So for God's sake, stay home. Relax. It's Black Friday. Enjoy it, you know? There's going to be plenty of opportunities between now and Christmas for you to go out and buy that insignificant, inanimate object for whoever. Take your fucking time. It's no rush. Man, it's a good thing our family already established that we're not buying anything this year, because Yeah, you know what? I'll get them cards. I'll get them gift cards. See, that's the thing, everybody. Gift cards, not too expensive. Get your dad a Home Depot card for $20. Get your sister an Applebee's card for $20, or whatever their favorite eatery place is. That's not going to break the bank. No big whoop. That kind of stuff is no big deal. Now, buying your nephew a PS5, think about that for a second. It's no. Just fucking no. All right. By the way, Elijah, you're 9 years old. You don't need that right now. None of the games that are coming out are gauged towards you. I'm sorry, but you'll get over it. Jesus. Good. Luckily someday I'll have enough money to be able to send him to college. Not that college is worth anything, but I'll make up for it later. Right now, just chill the fuck out, dude. Uncle Eric loves you though. Ugh. But anyway. For the rest of you, if you are going to go out for Black Friday and you're going to completely ignore the piece of advice I gave you, for God's sake, please watch yourselves. All right? Crime is at an all-time high because the economy has gone to shit. So keep your heads on a swivel. Please take care and stay safe while you're out there trying to chase whatever deal you're trying to get. If it's really worth your life and your insanity, then please go right out there and get it. Whatever. Do you. But just be careful while you do it. Alright. Well, I think that's about enough. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'll catch you in the next one at some point. Probably sometime after the New Year. Or the holidays. Maybe I'll do a special Christmas episode. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I'm cashing promises I can't check. I swear to God. Anyway. You know what? Fuck it. Hey, here's a great announcement. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Not that I want to be sponsored. I checked out the whole sponsorship thing. I see all these YouTubers. They always do the sponsorship thing like, today's episode is sponsored by War of Legends or whatever. And is put in my promo code, blah, 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 at blah, 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 to get 15% off your whatever. Dude, get this. Here's what I found out. Not that I wouldn't be grateful of that. Not that I'd be an ungrateful prick about it. I'm just telling it like it is, because you know me, I like to do that. Here's the thing. I found out that most YouTubers only get paid like maximum $50 up front for that. And if they somehow manage to get 5,000 clicks on whatever link that they have, then they make a profit off of whatever the promo is. Still, that $50 is pretty cool. That's nothing to laugh at. But at the same time, it just seems like it's more trouble than it's worth. So unless you have like a massive channel, like, well, I'm not going to name names. There's a ton of channels I would love to shout out to, but I'm not going to name names. But if you have a massive channel, and then you do the whole, oh, well, today's episode is brought to you by NordVPN, and then blah, 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 then you probably got a likelihood of making a tidy profit on that. But, yeah, it's... But, hey, like I've said before, if you know anybody who's trying to sell something, go ahead, pay me. I'll make a whole goddamn episode just trying to shill whatever it is you're selling. Here's an example. Today's episode is brought to you by Shilly's Anal Cream. With Shilly's, if you're feeling a little burned out, just use Shilly's Anal Cream, and you'll take that burn right away. You feeling a little illy? Make sure you pick Silly's. Use my promo code down below, Shelley'sAnalCream.com/FooFighter288 to get 25% off your next order. Oh, fuck, I think the tequila's kicking in. Whatever, anyway. So basically, since I don't have a sponsor, one of these days, remind me to do an episode where I just write a bunch of fake fucking advertisements for stuff. I'll just do a whole 15 minutes of just fake advertisements. Not that I want to do that, but I mean, I mean, if I really focused on coming up with something like that, it's like, what? Those advertisements last for like, what, a minute? I could come up with 15 advertisements. Fuck it. I could do that. But no. One of these days, maybe I'll do that. But no. But anyway, all that aside, here's what I'm going to do. On my Twitch, here's what I'm announcing. This year, I'm going to do a 12 Days of Christmas thing on my Twitch. And I'm probably already going to kick myself in the ass that I'm even announcing this. But here's the thing. I'm going to do a 12 Days of Christmas thing on my Twitch, WhiskeyBoy288, where each day of Christmas, I'm going to, like, for example, day 1. I don't know when the hell the 12 Days of Christmas start, but what I'm going to do is day 1, I'll stream for an hour. I'll stream an hour of something. Day 2, 2 hours. Day 3, 3, etc., etc., etc. And then day 12, I'll do a full 12-hour stream. That is if Microsoft doesn't completely shit out on the Xbox One console like it did during that Fallout 76 stream. But, hey, if I have to, I'll just restart the goddamn console. I'll have a stopwatch set. I'll just like pause it, like, oh, technical difficulties. Let me just reset the console, clear the cache, whatever, and then I'll just start it up from there, and then it'll be good. So I'll probably lose viewers during that or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'll do this year. I'll do a 12 Days of Christmas stream over on my Twitch. Oh, God. I don't know why I'm even... Oh, man. Now I got to do it now. I've publicly announced it. Son of a bitch. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Now I just have to research when the 12 Days of Christmas start. But, yeah, anyway, in all seriousness, for everybody going out Black Friday this year, for God's sake, be careful. There's no reason to riot. There's no reason to riot. Nobody has gotten shot by the police lately that I know of. There's no reason to go out and be a fucking psycho and try to get free things. So just if you're gonna go to the stores today, be in an even, calm, filed line. I know it's a pain in the ass, but just take a chill pill. Go out there, buy whatever you're gonna get. I think you ought to just stay the hell home. That's just my opinion, but whatever. Nobody cares. Just be careful out there if you're out chasing deals and whatever, and just be good to each other. It's the fucking holidays coming up. The holidays officially start today, economically anyway. I mean, as far as some people are concerned, they started the day after fucking Halloween. I mean, the Christmas decorations are up way too early. I know this one guy who lives around the corner from me. He's got an innovative idea. He's got lights up all year round, right? No, hear me out. This is a good idea. He puts lights up all year round. Like all different color lights, right? He's got brown, green, red, shit that I didn't even realize existed. And what he does is during each holiday, certain holidays, like St. Patrick's Day, for example, he'll just turn on just the green lights. And it's like, oh, that's a smart idea. You know, he might put a shamrock out there or whatever, you know. But yeah, and then when Halloween comes around, he turns on just the black and the orange lights. That's kind of an idea. That's a good idea. That's a smart idea on his part. Good job, Larry, on Elm Avenue. Yeah, you do that. But, oh man, that's probably not a good idea that I said. Fuck. Sorry, Larry. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, it is a good idea. But still, for those of you out there that celebrate Christmas too early, what do you do once what do you do once December 1st comes around? What do you do then? Are you just like, oh, well, I guess I got another 25 more days of this? Like, what the fuck, man? It's like you've already been celebrating it for a month. You skipped Thanksgiving. You just said to hell with Thanksgiving. You fixed the turkey. You didn't even put cranberry sauce on your table. What kind of a sacrilegious son of a bitch are you that doesn't even use cranberry sauce? Cranberry sauce is the most important thing about that. I'm not going to go into all that. That's a rant. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'll be here for 20 minutes ranting about that. Anyway, look. It's the holidays, everybody. It's officially the holidays starting today. Be chill to each other. Just pretend like you've already been visited by 3 ghosts, and just don't be an asshole to everybody. All right? Can you please do that for at least the next month? One more month. Just 1 month of cool, nicety, just best foot forward type behavior. That's all you need to do. And then after January 1st, you can go back to being Ebenezer Scrooge again before he got visited by Jacob Marley. All right, just be chill. Oh, Of course, that's my advice all the time. But now, this time of year, it's more important than ever, considering everything that's going on in the world. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's double wide episode of Nobody's Listening with Eric Seidel. Please like, share, subscribe, donate to my Patreon, pray for me. But most importantly, just be cool to each other and have a great day and have a great holiday. I'll see you on Twitch whenever the hell that 12 Days of Christmas thing starts. Peace out, everybody.